What is up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be no-hitting Elden Ring using the Dragon King's Cragblade. This weapon is a dex-scaling heavy thrusting sword that is normally obtained by transposing the Placidusax Remembrance with Enya. It has innate lightning damage and a unique Ash of War called Thundercloud form. If each hit of the Ash of War lands, it does insane damage and even more insane poise damage. But before we get into that, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Enlisted. Enlisted is a free-to-play MMO squad-based shooter now available for free on PC and consoles that skillfully combines PvP with PvE combat. While in-game, you're going to be able to take command of a squad of AI-controlled soldiers and lead them into some of the most pivotal battles of World War II in massive clashes against the squads of other players. Fight on the side of the United States, Germany, the Soviet Union, and Japan, and unlock hundreds of weapons, tanks, and aircraft to customize your squads with. Enlisted has recently received a huge metagame update, introducing research trees for weapons and vehicles, a matchmaker based on the equipment, and various other improvements to gameplay, all developed in collaboration with the Enlisted community. There has never been a better time to explore the new era of Enlisted. Thanks again to Enlisted for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to play for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox by using my link in the description or pinned comment. New players on PC will also receive a special bonus pack that includes several in-game items, in-game currency, and premium account time. Check out Enlisted today. And now, back to the run. Yeah, I could do that arm, I guess, yeah. I'll do that, you know, like I've done that on other runs as well. Yeah, we're going to be moving on to Morrowind in 3.5 hours. So we have 3.5 hours to get this run, and this run's going to be about 2 hours, so... This is base NG. I've never liked doing runs like this on NG Plus because it's not as fun, I guess. But you know what, though? For Elden Ring, it actually could be as fun. And I remember last year we were debating on whether I should start the Markahammer run on NG Plus or not, so that you remove the 40 minutes of setup before actually starting to do anything. But yeah, I definitely prefer doing runs on base NG though. This is an interesting weapon though, man. I wonder if it'd be good on Malenia. Good stun locker with it, actually. I guess early game runes will kill the Knight's Cavalry for, because we do need some runes to buy our upgrades and all that stuff. Oh, I never tested Alexander. Whoops. So I haven't tested this guy. Surely I can just... That did not work at all. I didn't even hit the guy, but... Doing pretty well. Finally got a good amount of sleep last night. For the first time in a while. I really don't know what's going to happen here. Suppose that works. Average about 4 hours. That's probably not ideal. You know, not that anyone's doing this here or something, but there's definitely people out there that flex the lack of sleep that they get. And I don't understand it, dude. Like, I sleep 1 hour a night, and then I rise and grind. That's such a fucking lie, dude. And, like, even if you're doing that, you're gonna die soon. If you're actually doing that. You're actually gonna die. Your body is not able to recover properly. You're fucked up. Yeah, flexing, smoking a pack a day. So we are going to get Axe Talisman. Probably not going to use the spiked tier, but I guess I could use it instead of getting the Dex tier early game. Oh, that didn't... Surely no poison. I don't think it's the most optimal, the optimal path to getting a run. It's like, yeah, I got to do this by then or else... punishment. A lot of people like to do it, right? Hob obviously likes to do it. And I think it just adds a lot of unnecessary stress on top of already doing a no-hit run. Or at least most people just aren't going to be able to perform as well, and then they're going to get more frustrated and all this stuff. So yeah, I've seen Tom working on Lies P. I saw V-Swed. They're getting their PBs pretty low. Yeah, I did see the hit he took, Capri. I wonder how he felt about that hit, actually, because there's two ways to handle a hit like that, right? Near the end of the run, but to be fair, there are still... How many bosses are left on a randomizer? You got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 bosses remaining, right? So that's a lot of bosses. Well, the more, like, human way to think about it is like, oh man, I just got hit. This could have been the run. And then you kind of dwell on it, right? I treat every single hit I take the exact same, where I don't care if I'm in the first 30 minutes, or at least I try not to as much as possible. First 30 minutes or last, 30 minutes. I think if you start to think about it that way, that's probably a sign that you are too attached to like one specific attempt of a run. And that, again, is also not a good thing in my experience. So what a cancel that was. Jesus, dude. +4. What should I do here? Guess we're going to get a +6. We got the Beast Torch. I don't think I need stealth through this section. So I'm just going to level up and yeah. And although speedrunning, it's kind of more like things have to go. I didn't level up, for fuck's sakes, man. What do I do? Dude, this fucking game. Did you guys see that? I triggered the... I'm just gonna have to sacrifice these. What? I can't Memory of Grace? I think my game just bugged. I think I just did like a ladder clip or something. I think what happened is I tried to get on the ladder. It didn't work. And now my game's bugged and it thinks I'm on the ladder. Okay, nobody's aggro to me right now. Technically. I have to quit out here because my game's bugged. I didn't know you could do a ladder clip in Elden Ring, dude. I had no idea. But you know what's gonna happen is this is gonna take me back to the ladder. So I'm gonna have to deal with the disaster here. But I should be able to Memory of Grace out. Wow, I didn't know that was possible, dude. That's interesting. Okay, well, minus 22k. That actually kind of matters too, because now I'm not gonna get enough faith for Howl, and I might have to kill the DTS or something, but it's probably fine. Yeah, all I did is I stood up and then pressed Y to get on the ladder, and then I just didn't get on the ladder. All right, so we're set up now, I think. All right, +6, and oh my god. I guess we'll go do patches, maybe. I did say we're gonna get the shackle on this one. Invisible sorceries. Yeah, it's invisible sorceries, but I more mean, oh. Because there's more than just sorceries that do that, right? There's other incantations as well. So I think it just calls them like transparent spells, or I don't know how to refer to them. Gambit is better than Unseen Form, yeah. Unseen Form is also just very convenient to get because you can just get it without actually having to kill anything in the game. Shackle. Yeah, so I think input reading's necessary in this game. It's just, first of all, I think they never should have made it possible that certain spells avoid it. I don't know. I think it's just kind of broken. You know, some people will be like, actually, streamer, it's action reading, which is, it's true. Oh, I didn't equip Unseen Form. I wonder if Glintstone Arc can go through the floor. It probably can't. Can't. That's too bad. Bosses need to have a fair moveset that gives the players a chance with ranged builds to actually punish. And I would say a boss like Champion Gundyr in DS3 is a perfect example, where his moveset, you know, you're looking for certain attacks to bait out so that you can get punishes from range. And it's sort of like, it's just a different way of fighting him rather than being some broken OP way of just running away and attacking just whenever you want to. So I think they did it properly with Champion Gundyr in DS3. Because yeah, he recovers so quickly from his combos, and he input reads you, right? He'll dodge your spells, like if you're using sorcery or something. So the only guaranteed openings you end up having are only if you earned your opening. Like you baited out certain attacks, and then you know it's safe because recovery's long enough, and you still play from range. Like you're still rolling away from his attacks and all that stuff, rather than doing what you can do on Malenia in phase 1 at least, where you just simply run away from the boss forever. I mean, we're just getting faith at this point, so leveling up doesn't really do much. I should probably bait the boss further over. Just don't do gold lance. Fucker. You don't really need... I usually don't get in my horse for this, but I just want to get some more distance here. Oh. Oh, I had no stamina there. Actually kind of scary. All right, so we get our lightning tier. I think that's it. I think we're good to go to Margit now. Yeah, and I was saying earlier, I don't have that much of an issue with it, really. It just, the issue I have with it, though, is making builds not balance with each other. The balancing is the thing I care about the most, because I like to experiment with different builds and all that, so I don't know. Honestly, that wasn't even a better opening than just what I was doing before. Because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do there.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
A lot easier to be broken with int. Well, yeah, so I guess I'm specifically talking about normal playthroughs of the game. Like, they will have a much easier time getting through the game with sorcery than going with something like Starfist, which again, like, that's not actually, like, it's not a bad thing that people can get through the game. I think that's what Spirit Summons did as well, which I think is probably a better way of doing it than making one build stronger than the other. And again, I'm not, like, I don't know if they actually did on purpose go make sorceries like way stronger than anything else, but that's kind of what it is, right? Like, sorcery is, it is the strongest thing.
Maybe
For somebody on their first playthrough to give them the absolute best chance of getting through the game. I was expecting a stun there, but I think I hit R2 too early, and so I just didn't get an attack. But yeah, I'm just talking about overall, like, they do give magic damage more options to be stronger in this game than other damage types. So there's a clear bias towards it. Like, my speculation is that there's a chance that they might have done so in order to make it, they might have done that to make it so that people had an option on their first playthrough if they got stuck to pick the, like, strongest thing to use. That's sort of what I'm speculating. I'm not sure if it's true or not. Not sure if the Ash of War is really safe on any of these, dude. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna use it in phase 2, though. Hopefully get a stun here. Beautiful. Such a cool looking Ash of War here, dude. You know what's funny? Actually, Common Azura Malenia in phase 2 is still god tier. You can cast it during the flower, and she won't, she's in like hyper armor that entire time, so she won't get knocked down by it. The first time I saw somebody doing that was Bushido's All Remembrances no-hit run, where he scripted the fight in phase 2 using Common Azura. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's shit on the boss. We're about to go use Howl now, so we need the tier. And my overall, like, the reason why I even brought this up is because I was speculating earlier whether or not they did it on purpose to make it so that people could have the option to get through the game in an easier way, which, again, totally fine with. But I'm more of a fan of doing that through something like Spirit Summons than making the actual builds less balanced with each other. Okay, we just have enough levels. That's good. Give me this go. Bouncing issues will be inevitable. I don't agree. Things are going to be stronger than others, but I more mean when it comes to, like, just number balancing with bosses and Great Runes effects and all that stuff. Because yeah, like, look at this Godrick's Great Rune, dude. I'm getting plus 40 levels right now. On any of the playthroughs that at least I do, which is just normal base NG playthroughs, there's no other reason to use anything else other than Godrick's. Almost, like, basically every time. till level 100. Even beyond, dude, even beyond level 100 easily. It's 40 levels, right? It's good. It's good until probably level 300. Like overall, I think they really focused on making it so that players would have, if they were having issues in beating the game, that they would have a better chance to beat the game, which I'm perfectly fine with. I think, but the consequence is that, yeah, you get Godrick's Great Rune at the start of the game. You get 2 of the best physic tiers from the first avatar in the game. And, you know, that's not, I don't know, it's not great, dude. I think. Wow, this has not gone well so far, dude. Jesus. That was horrible. I was horrible to a concerning degree here because now we're in a bad spot. And he's got a shit ton of HP left. My stun? I did not play that well. When we were testing this fight earlier, it went a lot smoother than that. You don't get any iframes in this, Adam. I can't wait for this to be the run and then getting like 1,000 YouTube comments all just only talking about what we just talked about. That happened during the Death's Poker run, I think. I was talking about something that was kind of controversial. I think I was talking about how I don't really like Souls games casually for the first bit of the run, and yeah, some people were mad, some people understood. It's just, yeah, I'm feeling lazy right now, dude. Just cheese them. These are still some of my favorite games of all time, for sure, but just in a different way than probably most people. Are you sprinting at me, you fucking loser? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus, man. It goes down the stairs and...
Maybe...
Whoops. Actually, almost died to that guy. Would have been the first time ever. That was crazy, because I was rolling to the timing where I was going to hit the ground if it was flat, but it's because it was a downslope, and so it didn't hit anything, man. What a fiasco that was, dude. For challenge running, I can't think of a better game to do runs on than these ones, so. I think that makes sense. It's just, I think most Souls players, they play the games how they're meant to be played, so. They would disagree with that. You should make more Graces and Marika statues. I agree. I don't see the reason why there needs to be any runbacks in this game at all. A lot of the you know, more old school or like more hardcore Souls players would be like, man, you got to have those runback punishments, man. You only like instant gratification or something like that. That's what people say. Yeah, in my opinion, those runbacks, it's just wasting my time, man. That's time that I could be learning the boss. But what I would rather do though on a first playthrough is make a save file in front of the boss. But that's what Stakes and Marika do. And so I really like them. I'm not gonna use the Ash of War here, so let's go with this. Ash of War is too slow to use on this fight in basically every instance. See how much the R2 does. Dude. It's chunky. How dare you do that attack to me, you fucker. This is one of the few bosses where if you're using a thrusting weapon, the Spear Talisman does some really good work here. Because all those jumping attacks can be counter hits very easily. Oh! Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at this. Oh my god, he got totally destroyed. I didn't know about that. Well, that's nice. Yeah, we tested this kill a bit earlier. I never got that kill. I guess I just needed an R1 in there. Bang, dude. Funny how we survived with 1 HP on that riposte, though.
And guide you.
Yeah, this weapon it's very interesting, but it's a little. I'm not sure what the best way to use it is, actually, because as an R1 weapon or charge R2 weapon, it's not bad. The R1s are pretty quick and deal pretty good damage, so it's got some DPS on it. And the Ash of War is a bit awkward, but it does so much poise damage. It definitely has some use cases, man. So it's a very interesting weapon. Yeah, I know Lords of the Fallen has. I don't know how that. I haven't played the game really, so I don't know how that system works with being able to create a checkpoint and how you get the items for it. But I guess it'd be kind of similar to that. The main thing I think is just that I personally don't like that I cleared an area before killing a boss. And let's say Fair and Keep is the first time where this really annoyed me. So in my first playthrough in DS3, Abyss Watchers, right? There are approximately how many Grus before that boss? 7? There's at least 7. And there's also 2 Dark Wraiths. And that's before you get to the boss. So on my first playthrough, I cleared out the entire area, killed everybody, picked up all the items I could find, all that good stuff. But then the bonfire is like kind of a bit far away, and all those enemies are respawning. So I die to the boss, I go back to the bonfire, I have to run through all of them every time. That was something I really did not like. If the game had a system where if I cleared all the enemies like I did the first time, then it would unlock a shortcut that's right next to the boss door. That would be the perfect solution, dude. And that way, again, you get rewarded for clearing out the area, but you don't if you just sprinted through. I like the idea of being rewarded for actually playing the game the I guess, quote unquote, proper way of like clearing things out, right? Genosoft Studios. No, I don't want to make games, man. If I wanted to make games, then I'd probably still be programming and stuff. And I would have been doing it, actually, if I wanted to. You know, it's easy to have ideas for stuff. It's a lot harder to, you know, make a good game. So just because I feel like I have some pretty good ideas on how you could improve a Souls game, it doesn't mean I'd make a good Souls-like game, that's for sure. It'd be more like if FromSoft came to me and they were looking for ideas for stuff, I think I could maybe improve the game slightly. That's as far as it would go, I think, man. Oh, dude, we never got the lightning scorpion. Nah, it's fine, dude. I just totally forgot. That's okay. We're using charge attacks in a lot of spots anyway, so we're spreading out our damage a little bit more. You are such an idiot. You're kidding me. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Oh, and then he stuns at... No. He's gonna roll away. Oh my god, and he's... I'm just getting out of here, dude. That's an absolute joke. I want to have a nice kill on this guy, dude. Why has he got to do this to me? I wanted my cool scripted kill, man. Obviously, I didn't have to bone out there, but I want my cool kill. And then he gives me roll opener RNG. Just somehow I missed a shit ton of hits on the ankle. And like, it's just a disaster. I mean, this isn't great positioning either, but... There it is. Look at that monstrous chunk of damage there, dude. It's very satisfying. Oh my god. Please explain how over half of those missed. Please explain that. Just like, how is that possible? I just can't believe that, dude. Surely he won't fire breath me. Unreal. I would like maybe I'm stupid and I actually wasn't close to aiming at the eye there, but I would love to see that again and see if I actually was just I don't know, dude. I really do not like how they've made it so hard to hit his eye somehow. I also think it's easier to talk about, I don't know why, but I just find it's easier to talk about things that I would improve about the game rather than things that are already insanely good. Just because I guess you can't really formulate ideas around things that are already good that I wouldn't change, right? Because there's 1 million more things that are good about these games than that are bad. there's only a few things that I can think of that are bad. Yeah, I definitely think Lightning Scorpion on this build, it's good in the cases where I'm planning on not really using the, you know, either the Ash of War or the charge attack as much. But I think we don't really need it, even though we spent some time earlier picking it up. So we are going to charge attack. Not repose the Apostle, which I've done before. Look at that damage. I mean, that's pretty significant, dude. We are very close on this build to being able to one-cycle this boss. Because, like, here, I think we're going to be super close to killing him. Oh, in fact, we did, actually. Last time we didn't. We might have more levels this time. Or maybe it's just that I actually, I don't know. It might be that I just like have more, like this is just a better setup for this kill rather than replacing one of those with the Scorpion Charm. 69, of course. I like doing bird skip on these runs. You know, obviously we have a little bit less damage for Maliketh, but I would rather have less damage for Maliketh than deal with the bird section. There is actually one pretty significant downside of Unseen Form here, and it's, you know what, I'm going to try something here. Surely it won't get me killed. These guys sleep for a long time, but yeah, the downside of Unseen Form here is that, you know, this guy aggroes when you jump because he hears you, and so that means you can't fast travel out if you miss. And so I think sleeping him actually is a good idea. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to just sleep pot him. So yeah, we're just fighting him +9 instead of +10 here, and then we can get the +10 in the Ashen Capital. Probably should have done an Ash of War there, I guess.
Maybe I'm best not ever.
Oh, that was close. He basically jumped away at the perfect time to not allow me to stun him. And yeah, probably if I got that hit in there too, I probably would have stunned him as well. I whiffed it because I didn't really know where to aim. It's a lot easier to get these runs quickly when you don't actually need to script the fights. Because if you guys remember last year, or if you go back and watch my run request from last year, it's a lot more calculated because I spent a lot of time. I was really trying to get the most I possibly could out of the weapons. This one's actually a bit of an exception. I've tested this weapon quite a bit on certain fights, but for the most part, I'm kind of just gonna, you know, fight the bosses once with the weapon, make sure I know the openings, and then beyond that, just start the run. Here's paid subs on YouTube. I just haven't set it up because I don't really. I'm too lazy, I guess. I don't know. All right, 75 dex. So this is approximately the same level that we got. Actually, it's a bit higher level than what we were with Gideon last time. So if this strat doesn't work, which is possible, then I'm going to go get rot pots, I think, dude. So hopefully it works. Let's see here, though. What when we were testing this, he could get out of it, but I was thinking it was because of the timing. But I'm actually not 100% sure, so. We also don't have Lightning Scorpion here, but the charge attack should make up for that pretty easily. Nice. Just as it's drawn up. Yeah, I think that actually is consistent. And the reason I think it's consistent is because when I was testing this while he was... Or if he starts turning around and starts moving and all that stuff, then it seems like it's not consistent anymore. But if you just do it as the second hit, it seems like it's good. Did I test the Horlu transition? Did I do a charge R2? Or... Charge R2 roll in? I'm just gonna go check really quick, you guys. I think. Let me just go check. Because I've been talking too much and I forget what I was doing earlier. And okay. I just need how much stamina did that use though? So I was at about like half stamina here. Okay. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I think part of the reason why the Bolt of Grandsax run that we did last year was so much trickier for me was because it was like one of the weapons that was not strong enough to script a lot of these fights. See if I can get some poise build up for phase 2 here, maybe. Just like poking at his toenails the whole time. Kind of tough to know what I should do on this next fight because I want to have the two-finger heirloom equipped here. Or maybe I should have just leveled up 5 strength right there, man. But like I kind of want to have all 3 of these equipped. I guess we just ditch the Soar Seal. Because if I'm gonna be able to get Howl off after Radagon, like I can't have to swap really, so I guess we'll just get rid of that one. We're gonna try to open with an Ash of War here. That worked last time. A full Ash of War worked, so surely this time it'll work. Well, his poise didn't reset there. I think it definitely reset on that. Actually, fantastic RNG here. Oh. Oh, what RNG, dude. I got destroyed, man. Ease. That's what we like to see right there. Beautiful. He just refused to swim away and do rings, man. All right, another run in the books, dude. Yeah, it's nice when you know, when he decides to give you that kind of RNG. I like that. Yeah, this weapon's interesting, dude. I think it's pretty good. It's not god tier or anything like that, but yeah, we're gonna continue on all great runes, I think. That was a nice Elden Beast, though, and it does so much poise damage. That's why it's an interesting weapon, because it can deal so much poise damage, even though it's not the most, like, the Ash of War is a little slow. Okay, so let's start by, should we start by going to, I almost feel like we should start by going to Malenia, because that's where I feel like the most issues could happen. Because, yeah, some of these other weapons, I'm not as used to the fight. I think there's a higher chance we can make this work, just without having any experience fighting her with it before. Yeah, I feel like the Ash of War could easily stun lock her, but I don't know. What we can do with these runs now, since we're not on some sort of time limit to get the run, which I was last year, we can kind of just continue on runs and just go until I get hit, and that's what I'm going to start doing. And this is what I used to do in DS3, and where I would do run requests, and I would just continue until I get hit, basically. But I honestly, at the point at which I was doing run requests, I was a lot better at DS3 than I am at Elden Ring right now, so most of the time I would just go on to no-hit all bosses every time, but in this game, it's more, I think I could no-hit every other boss very consistently, but Malenia is, you really need to have a lot of knowledge on fighting her with different weapons, and I honestly just don't have that at this point. But this time I'm going to do Malenia first, in case I get hit there, because it's by far the most likely boss for me to get hit on. But for a boss like Moog and stuff, I feel pretty confident that I'll no-hit them every time. Come on, do your frost attack. It's too close. I would assume the running R2s will stagger this guy, but I don't know for sure, so here we go. Wonder if I can get Howl off anywhere here. Oh, just totally decimated. Holy, dude. Yeah, what, like, if you can get an opening for this Ash of War, dude, it's really good, but that's the tricky part, is actually finding an opening to use it. Oh, while we're down here, we'll go get Vow the Indomitable and stuff. All right, so for Malenia, I should be able to have no problems here, man, because this is a pretty normal weapon. Got good range, so I could outspace and do R2s. It's just the one thing that it's very annoying, because the one thing that I'm not confident on her now is when I was doing the Asmongold run, when I did a jump attack over her follow-up swipe attack, she could immediately do the front flip. And so I had to preemptively roll in case she did it. But now with these other weapons, I'm not sure if that's possible or not. So, like, I'm kind of preemptively rolling, but I don't know if I need to. Yeah, just thinking about it, I feel like it actually should work, and it should stun lock her in phase 1, but I don't know. I'm happy we figured out this strat through here now, because I'm not scared at all running through this part. We got this nice running path now through the snowfield. Yeah, like, I think if I'm going to be successful trying to do all these Great Rune runs without actually testing the boss, I'm just going to have to spend a few hours fighting Malenia with every weapon class and figure out the punishes for each one. So I'll have to spend a couple hours doing that. And then if I do that, then I'm pretty confident I'll get a lot of Great Runes runs with these weapons. Because, yeah, depending on the attacks you're doing or the weapon you're using on her, she will behave differently. So there's different amounts that she gets stunned, and for some weapons she can, you know, not get stunned at all by the basic attacks, and then other weapons she will, you know, she'll parry them. Sometimes she won't. Like, you just gotta know that stuff, dude. Get the assassin coat as well. Yeah, I agree. I find it easier to fight her with bigger weapons. You know, like ultra great swords and great spears and stuff. Elden Ring Spirit World DLC. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I think. Be a nice change from the time travel thing that they do every single time. FromSoft just can't get away from their time travel nonsense, dude. They just can't. So yeah, Spirit World would be cool. I don't know how it would work, but yeah, paintings and time travel. that's what FromSoft does. Already have time travel in the game? When? Oh, Placidusax. Oh, yeah, true, actually. This is not as bad for only, like, a singular boss, though. Oh, here we go again, dude. Actually, not sure if 2R1s was safe there. Like, the R1s with this are kind of slow, I guess. Just do it. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I had to go for the gusto, dude, right there. Nah, I got away with it. If that didn't stun, I was for sure dead. And probably if she didn't do that attack, I was probably dead because I had no stamina. Definitely think this is a better Ash of War for a normal playthrough because you have so much hyper armor and stuff when you're doing it, so you can just go straight through boss attacks and not really worry about getting hit. Yeah, and in Dark Souls 3, you got Twin Princess as well, right? His legs are not working. Like, there's so many cases where you fight a boss that's weakened. Surely this will go well, and I won't really be able to try the Ash of War here, so at least I don't think so. Oh yeah, I forgot she did that. Oh, Jesus, man. Bro, I actually over-rotated somehow. How did that happen? Well, that's not good, because that literally had nothing to do with the weapon right there. I genuinely have no idea how I just over-rotated that. I was just too quick. That's actually what it is, man. I was actually too fast on rotating, because I didn't over-rotate, really. Like, that's the correct, like, angle I take here, right? Because you want to be about 270 degrees. So, look, we're facing here. So I want to be ideally at this angle when I rotate around, which I am, but I was actually too fast, and so she didn't. Wow, that I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever done that before, man. That's, yeah, I just I was actually too quick on it. Like, what should I have done? I just take a wider path, maybe. Nah, we don't need the Grey Rune. I want to try the Ash of War now. Definitely looks like it stuns her. I can't believe I got hit like that, man. That's pretty insane. Yeah, see, this is a more normal distance, so there's almost no chance of it happening. But it was sort of just a combination of being, like, this being a quick weapon, right? So I recovered very quickly from my sprinting attack. And then I was super close as well, so... yeah, that's what happened, dude. It does sort of go into what I was saying earlier, though, about getting experience fighting with other weapons. Because, yeah, it's just... a lot of other weapon sprint attacks that I would do there. Like, wouldn't allow me to recover quickly enough to even react that quickly to it, right? Ash of War is great here, though, man. I was almost thinking what I could do, you guys, is practice Malenia with the weapon before we do the run. Like, just fight her with it and test the fight a bit, because if I did that, like, I'll have a much higher chance of doing the all great runes run, and I'm pretty confident that I will, like, no-hit the 80% first try most of the time. But yeah, see here, we're at a perfect distance, and no problem. She can definitely kick out of that. Definitely seems like a solid weapon on her, though, I would say. And this Ash of War is probably safe, but I don't think it'd be safe to chain it together because of that kick. In this phase. In the first phase, it would be, though. Yeah, it's really good on her, man. I also kind of want to try the poise tier, because this should give us enough poise damage to instantly poise break her in one Ash of War. So, so that's kind of crazy. Yeah, so we got the 80%, so that's cool. But yeah, no all great runes again this time. Like I said, I really need to practice this fight with other weapons. Front flip. Fuck off, dude. And now my physics gone. I'm gonna just turn on infinite consumables so that I can... like, I think I can do that. And then just... oh, I loaded my save file from the start of the run. Oh, dude. It's fine, I guess. Okay, so this is a pretty bare bones setup. But... so our character is, you know, level like 30. Or level 40, but... oh, what the fuck? How was that not fast enough to get that? Really, dude? I think this should work, though. I do think this works. A little tricky to get an opening, though. No stun this time? Yeah, the tracking's a little rough. As she just eats my poise break, certainly. Like, what is that tracking? The tracking definitely makes this a little trickier when you just zip around the boss. I think you gotta free aim it, man. But actually, yeah, it kind of looks like you don't even need the stone barb here, though. Because you could just do... Like, the charge R2 works as well. So... You do that into a charge R2. Yeah, dude, that's it for sure. Dang. I'll still be a little concerned that maybe you don't want to walk forward. She's getting up. There it is. The only problem is that this most likely would not work with phase 2. I don't think. And yeah, very, very friendly on stamina as well. Look at that. Okay, well, let me actually pull up the request on the Twitch thing because I don't think I've been crossing them off. So what have we done so far? We haven't done many. Oh, Dragon Scale Blade, man. Maybe we should do that next. I'm actually very curious about Dragon Scale Blade. We've done this one. We've done this one. We've now done this one. What else have we done? I guess that's it so far. I thought I might have already crossed Darkmoon Greatsword off. I didn't see it. But yeah, I'm very curious about a Dragon Scale Blade route without using Cheat Engine. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner before we start Morrowind. We could maybe start like routing another, like the next run we're gonna do. So if you're on YouTube, I'm gonna be streaming Morrowind on Twitch. We're gonna start it in a couple minutes. I'm just gonna go eat dinner and yeah, thanks for hanging out so far, you guys. Check out Enlisted today. Don't forget to play for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox by using my link in the description or pinned comment. New players on PC will also receive a special bonus pack that includes several in-game items, in-game currency, and premium account time. Thanks again to Enlisted for sponsoring today's video.